Hi everyone, hello, welcome to episode 60 of Look Back. Hope you're doing okay. Good to see you all. Happy Saturday. Nice, well, I don't know if it's spring. Yes, I don't think it's spring, but it feels very spring-like outside. So yeah, hope you're having a nice one, enjoying the relatively nice weather. It's still cold, I think, but very warm. Well, not very warm, very bright. It feels warm as a result of it. Hi there, Shuri. How are you doing? Great to see you, Shuri. How are you doing? You feeling better today? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I've got something that you might find of interest as well. I managed to get it. There you go, Shuri. Look. Yes. The rich crispy caramel, milk rich crispy caramel. There we go. So yeah, I guess an Oxfam exclusive at the moment. But yeah, I managed to get it. So I'll try and get this reviewed at some point. Might take a couple of weeks, but got all the Easter stuff to get through. But hopefully I'll do that. So yeah, thanks Sherry for the tip off on that one. So yeah, good stuff indeed. So how are you doing, Sherry, today? How are you doing? Well. Yes, this is Look Back, where I look back at what I reviewed 5 years ago, 1 year ago. 5 years, 2020 already. I mean, it's madness to believe, but there we go. One of those, isn't it, really? But it's, yeah, time is flying by. Time's flying by. Raspberry Smash Bars are back at B&M. Oh, that's great stuff. Those were really, one of the top, was it? I don't know if there was my top one, but it was in the top three, wasn't it, from a year or so ago? 2023 chocolates. So yeah, that's a good one. Good to see them back. Really good product, that one. Nice one. Thanks for the tip off, Andrew. Good to see you, by the way. How you doing, Andrew, as well? Any Easter action going on where you are? Yeah, still got shingles. Oh, I'm jealous. One was so bad. Oh, see, is it going to go soon, sure? I don't know where. Hopefully it'll go all right. Fingers crossed. Yeah, just have to take it easy, I guess. But yeah. I know. It wasn't too bad actually for Oxfam. I mean, you had to pay postage, so basically double the price of the bar. But I got a couple of things while I was there. There's still a few things online at Oxfam, as it turns out. So yeah. And hello, Alan. Great to see you. Happy Saturday. Yes. How are you doing, Alan? How are you doing? And yeah, how's the Terry's chocolate eggs going? Have you have you had any more of them? I take it you're a supporter of those then, Alan. I say I did have another one. I had the last one in my stash. And it was all right. It was all right. I didn't change my mind basically, though. To be honest with you, I still thought it was just an okay one in the end. But yeah, there we go. But it still seems to have a good. People who like them really like them. It seems so. Yeah, interesting one. We hope you're doing all right, everyone. Yeah, I've got 10 memberships to give away. It's a new month. I've not done the Easter, the February update yet. I wanted to try and do it yesterday on Thursday, but didn't get around to it. Just too much on, unfortunately. So hopefully I can. Yeah, get it done probably tomorrow. Now there's no rush. I'll probably get it on ready for tomorrow. I think the February update, so I'll do that tomorrow. Although I'll probably call it the February March update or something. I don't know what I'll call it, but I'm not recording. I've done my notes for it, but I've not recorded it yet. So one of those, unfortunately. But there we go. Honestly, one of them. That's the one. It's a bit frustrating because it is technically time constrained, but there we go. But I do have 5 memberships to give away. It'll be a member level update, so it should be an interesting one, that one. So you get some little exclusive, like an exclusive review every month, some exclusive updates, stuff like that. And of course, if you continue on to be a support member after that, it'll be a good way of, as I say, helping out the channel. But there's no obligation or any automatic opt-in or anything like that. It's just a nice to have. All right, so let's get the let's have a look. So let's have a look. Got my notes up here. Let's have a see. So we did let's get the graphics up. Why not? It's a good start. There we go, there's that, and let's have a look. Can we get something else? Let's see. Yeah, there we go, 1 year ago. So I did a member review last year. What was it? Let's have a look if we remember. Yes, it was the Cheddar and Chili Sensations. Is it Sensation? I think it is, isn't it? Yes, so yeah, Walker Sensations, mature cheddar and chili chutney. So there we go, so that was the exclusive review from a year ago. So if you're a bronze member above, you can go and see that. So go check that out if you missed it the first time around. So yeah, interesting one. Quite nice sounding flavour actually, I must say. Not too bad at all. So I'll probably go to 5 years back, I think. We'll start 5 years ago. I reckon that's probably a good one to start with. So we'll get the old scores on. I've got a bit more, maybe a bit more to a T now. So maybe anyway, I'll make a mistake now. You watch now, I've said that. But so look, can I find the other titles? Now I did see them a second ago. There you go, 204. Almost perfect. There you go, 2020. There we go. And of course we'll do the there we go, 2025. There we go. Yes, I appreciate that. I hope I'll be better in the coming weeks. And yes, I'm really looking forward to that review. Yeah, it should go. I've just got so much Easter stuff to go on at the moment. I might wait till I can do a stash watch, including a stash watch. I'll probably have enough for a stash watch next week. Who knows? You know what it's like. So probably do that, and then and then maybe review it next weekend, something like that, and hopefully get it up. Soon enough. Got loads of Easter. I've reviewed quite a few Easter eggs now. I just need to publish them. I've done about. I reviewed 5 to 10 of the eggs. I think it is now. So I need to get them all sort of up on the channel. I think really. So. That's the next plan. But yeah, so I'll hopefully get that done soon as well, sure. I need to want to be ahead of the game on that one, I think, so I'll try and get it done soon. That's the plan anyway, that's the plan. But yeah, it should be a good one. I'm quite excited for it. It looks like a good combination of things. I see milk rice crispy caramel. It definitely sounds... It is a typical Tony's though, isn't it? Where it's got the caramel in it, and it's it's basically they've done a similar one, haven't they, before, but without with like pretzels basically. I think it's instead of the Rice Krispie pieces. So it is one of those, I think, with Tony's. You know what I mean? But I'm still excited to do it. It should be a good one. I do like Rice Krispie pieces in my chocolate as well, so it should be a good one. That I think. Fingers crossed, anyway. Fingers crossed. Right, so what did I do 5 years ago? Let's have a look. 5 years back. Let's have a see. 5 years ago. I think a few of these were quite similar, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can... Let's start with this, yes, this lemon dime bar. Yeah, lemon dime. So I couldn't find a decent photo of it, so I've got my own review there. Maybe I should do my thumbnails like that, really. But but there we go. So dime bar it was. And I gave this one, actually, surprisingly enough, I gave it 5 out of 5. I gave this one. I was very impressed with this one. I thought a lot of the limited edition dime bars, orange flavour, mint flavour, stuff like that, I've kind of been a bit indifferent to them. They've just not kind of worked very well. But for this one, the lemon flavour was not too strong, and so it sort of complements the caramel and choc taste pretty well. Because the good thing about the dime bars, is the caramel tastes nice in the sense of the almond caramel, and the chocolate has a sort of quirky taste to it as well. That's actually quite nice. But a lot of the limited edition flavours, like orange and other things, affect those flavours, and you lose out on what makes a dime so nice in the first place. But this lemon one I found didn't really affect the other things, and that was what made it so good. And it had a nice subtle lemon smell. It was just proportioned very well with the flavour. So to be honest with you, I can't argue with it, So I think it's got to be the same. 5 out of 5. I was impressed with that, and I think it was done right. And I've not experienced another dime bar that's really conveyed a limited edition flavour as well as that one, to be honest with you. So yeah, but I completely forgot it existed. I completely forgot about that one. Tony should do a bar filled with liquid caramel and biscuit pieces. Yeah, I know. Liquid caramel is what I think. I think Tony's is about the chocolate, isn't it? And I think that's why they don't do it, because they just want to have a block of chocolate with stuff in it, and it's a solid block of chocolate. But I agree with you. I think for me, I would like to see them do something a bit different with anything really, because I find that they're too frequently quite similar. Now I know, of course, Shuri loves it, and that's fine for sure because he loves that combination anyway. But for me at least, yeah, I'd like to see something a bit different. In usual chunky bar form, that'd be really good. It'd be interesting to see them, and I'm sure they could pull it off. But and I'm sure they could still do the chunky chocolate as well, because it's quite a thick bar. So I still reckon they could do it. So I do wish they would branch out a bit. Yeah, for me, it was summarised by their everything bar, where it still tasted like all the other chocolate bars they do, That was my problem, I thought. I never tried this. I did have the latte one, which is nice, and I agree with the liquid caramel and Tony's. Yeah, latte one, you say. Oh yes, they did a latte one, didn't they? I think that was more of a better one, because I think the coffee flavour did sort of work a bit better with it. But generally, yeah, the lemon one I was quite impressed with. I was quite impressed with that. Yeah. Nice one, really. And I learned last week that Tony's chocolate is made by the Swiss Belgian chocolate company Barry Callebaut. I see, Barry Callebaut. What's this? It's like a made-up name, Barry Callebaut. I don't like a character from, I don't know, one of these comedy shows or something. Honestly, Barry Callebaut. Swiss Belgian chocolate. I think I knew they were Belgian chocolate, but I didn't know it was this Swiss Belgian, yeah, there's that and the other. Barry Callebaut. That's an interesting one. That's a company, not just one guy. Well, that's weird, isn't it? So Barry and Tony. They're the. And I'm assuming it's named after a guy. Well, maybe it isn't. Maybe I guess in Switzerland and Belgium, Barry isn't a name, is it? Really? Maybe anyway. But it does make me laugh. Tony and Barry are the T and B, green and blacks, and T and black, T and Bs. Yeah, honestly. Honestly, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it always made me laugh. I always think like Barry could be short for Barreled, like Harry and Harold, Barry and Barreled. But it's not, but I just I just amused myself with that thought. Alright, yes, there we go. So there we are. Yeah, what if I missed? I was clicked on something and it didn't. Oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, there we are. Right. Yeah, so not a bad one, that one, not a bad one. But yeah, the Tony's Everything bar, I always found that it still tasted like, it was still good and everything, but yeah, I just kind of felt, and it was weird as well, because Tony's do other things like dark milk and the white chocolate one and stuff like that, and I found the Everything bar didn't really, it was just mainly focused on the middle they do, and I think that kind of exposed the fact that they are all quite similar, really, although we kind of already knew it, but you know what I mean. But right, okay, so what else? Let me find the picture section, if I can find it. It's disappeared. Shouldn't disappear, but it has. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right, there we go. So these ones, quite similar ones here we've got now. But yes, we had the Smarties buttons. Remember these? I don't think they do them anymore, which I was surprised by. But I think someone did mention that they stopped doing them. So they did quite a few of these ones. So let's have a look. What did we give these ones? These were the let's say just the regular chocolate ones. And I gave these quite a high mark, 4.5 out of 5. I gave these ones, believe it or not. Yeah, so quite a good rating that one. It says 90G there, you can see. Apparently it's manufactured by Barry Callebaut, who also make their own chocolate and chocolate for other brands. So the Tony's cocoa beans are processed separately. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it's interesting, that one. Yeah, quite a complicated one then, I guess. But I've never heard of Barry Callebaut. I mean, you know, is it? Let's have a look. Let's see. Is it? I wonder if it is named after a person. Sounds too good to be true to not be. Callebaut. Never heard of it before. Callebaut. Let's have a look. Is it named after a guy? Was it founded by some guy? It was created in its present form by Klaus Johann Jacobs. Or Jacobs. Alright, so yeah, it doesn't look like it's named after a guy called Barry. Oh no, by Charles Barry. So Cacao Barry was founded in Hardicourt, France by Charles Barry, an Englishman with an interest for exploring Africa in 1842. Alright, so it kind of derives from that, and there's a lot of other gubbins going on, but basically, yeah, so it looks like it was probably maybe two companies brought together, Barry and Callebaut, perhaps. Yeah, I think that was the case, actually. Yeah, it's merging for the company Cacao Barry and Belgian chocolate producer Callebaut. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Interesting. There we go. So it wasn't his first name, Barry, in the end, it seems. So there we go. Interesting one. That one. Interesting one. Yeah, nice one, Andrew. Interesting history there. Hi, everyone. I'm in North Wales right now. I picked up Reese's Dipped Peanuts in Tesco's. I haven't found the Cadbury's Biscoff bar. Hi there, Scott. Hope you're doing well. Have you had a nice time in Wales? Not bad at all. Yeah, were you anywhere in particular? No, I haven't seen this yet. No, I haven't seen this yet at all. But Reese's Dipped Peanuts. Not bad at all. The Smarties buttons eventually discontinued. I thought they were. They were quite nice as well. I thought they were quite good. Yeah, I thought they were quite good. Yeah, shame that they were. Yeah, these were okay. The carrot version was pretty nasty. Yeah, I think did I try that one? I think I might have done. Yeah, I think the carrot one was a bit. I don't know. There was another carrot one as well, wasn't there? I can't remember, carrot something else. But yeah, but yes, I think carrot. I don't know. It was just a bit. I think it's the munchies. I'm thinking of. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't remember if I tried the carrot ones of those. But it probably was a bit powdery. I think caramel probably didn't work quite as well. But yeah, I thought these were quite good actually. I was a bit surprised because I thought that they, Nestle milk chocolate's not the best, and I thought, this, that, and the other. But it actually seemed to work quite well. And it reminded me a bit of Yorkies, where it's quite a chunky set of chocolate, but a lot of buttons in there. Very colourful, and you can see the buttons were just bursting with actual mini Smarties in there, and it would just work quite well. As I said, sometimes you had 2 of them in each one, but sometimes you had as much as 5 in them, if I remember correctly. Just completely, saturated with, oversaturated with mini Smarties. So they were mini ones, not full ones. But I thought they were very nice actually, and I thought, as I said, the chocolate reminded me a bit like a Yorkie experience, which was a strange one. So I'm going to give these the benefit of the doubt, and I said the same because I was very highly praised of these ones, and I did, I thought they were pretty good actually. I thought they were pretty good. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5. I don't think I can complain with that. I mean, if anything, though, I probably would have lowered it to 4. If anything, if I was going to lower it, I think a 4 probably would have been the way forward. But I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt there because I sounded like the praise seemed to cater for the doubts that I might have had these days. But also the white chocolate ones as well, the white chocolate buttons as well, Smarties buttons. Now, surprisingly, I was expecting these to be the best ones, especially when looking back at them. But I only gave them a 4 out of 5, basically. I thought the white chocolate tasted good, packed with mini Smarties. But the thing with it was, now, because the mini Smarties are filled with milk chocolate, it kind of took away from it, because you just got a bit of, not really one thing or another. So, you did get that experience of mixing milk and white chocolate. But it didn't really, I felt it didn't quite work. And that was why these ones suffered as a bit of it. Because remember, they were quite filled with mini Smarties as well. There was a lot of them, so between 2 and 5. So I thought it kind of diluted the whole thing somewhat, really, and that's why they just weren't quite as good. So again, because of my justification, things like this, I didn't take away the same thing, but I think I will give it the same. So again, it's going to be another, 4 out of 5. Yeah, another 4 out of 5. Yeah, so when I think of white chocolate buttons, then these are Smarties buttons. I mean, it's funny how they disappeared because I thought these would have been quite popular, really. Especially since buttons are, seem to just be a popular gimmick of a product as well. But yeah, what did everyone think? Was no one too big a fan of buttons generally in this, that, and the other? I don't know. I'm surprised at these ones. I'll say I'm surprised. Maybe they just started pumping stuff into munchies instead. Just did all the munchies flavours and stuff like this. Maybe. Can't remember when the munchies flavour started, but maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Interesting one, though, definitely. Yeah, definitely interesting one. Now we had one more for these ones as well, so quite I say quite a few. You could probably, well, you might not be able to imagine. Do anyone know what the other one was? Let's see. Just while I'm sorting out my scores and things. Let's have a look. Here we go. Right, got a few more seconds to guess. A few more seconds to guess. Nope. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Orange. It was orange. It was. Now this one says 80 grams on this one. As you look at the other one, it said 90 grams. I'm not sure about that. I might need to look back at my reviews. But an interesting one, that one. I assume it would have weighed the same, but maybe they didn't. Maybe there's a bit of a con there. Could have been. Could have been. It's not been unheard of for them to do that. But these ones, what did I give these? Well, I thought these was the best of the lot actually, and I gave them 5 out of 5. These ones, so another 5 out of 5. But it's minis full of Smarties. I thought the orange flavour just really worked very well with them. I was really impressed with it. Now I did maybe at the time, maybe nowadays, might be a bit less interested in these. Just because orange has been so boring, and it would have detracted from the colour as well. Another thing with the mini eggs orange from a year ago in the last look back, I kind of thought it was just a bit boring now, you know what I mean? And I think that's probably the case with these ones. So it's got all the advantages of the others, be quite, fully packed with mini Smarties, nice orange flavour as well. But to be honest with you, I think orange flavouring has been done to death now. So I think probably 4.5 out of 5, which is still a great result. But I think 5 out of 5, these days, I think it might not be that. I think it probably would be a 4.5 out of 5. So, but still nice. And obviously that orange flavour. But just, as I say, just all orange. Looks a bit boring now. I think part of the good thing about the other one, and Smarties generally, is just the colourfulness of them. As much as superficial as that sounds, I think that is definitely something that's quite an interesting thing for them to have, really. So, so there we go. But unfortunately, that's... I think it's just orange flavouring and stuff like that. It's just been done to death a bit now. So I'm going to gift away 5 memberships. So you've got to have opted in for this. I say this most weeks. Basically, in order to opt in, you've got to click on the it's the join button next to the hopefully what says unsubscribe, because hopefully you've already subscribed. But next to the the subscribe button somewhere. Let's see if I can point directly at it. Somewhere down here, I think. Just looking at the pretty much there, to be honest with you. Yes, so basically, if you click on that join button, you'll see probably an option. It's either settings, options, or 3 dots or something like that. If you click on that, it'll be saying membership gifting. If you click on that, then it's got like a little toggle to say allow membership gifting, basically. So if you click that, then you'll be able to be awarded a membership. Now the reason you've got to opt in is just because you've been given something, but in just on the other, and I guess just to cover Google's back. So you've because obviously we're given extra content and stuff like that. You don't pay for anything, but you've just got to have opted in for it. So I wouldn't worry about doing it. I don't believe there's any reason not to do it. And of course, the other thing as well is the fact that by signing into Google and this and the other anyway, you've already given away half your data and this, that, and the other. So I wouldn't. So we've already fallen victim to it, basically. I think so. I wouldn't worry too much. But nonetheless, of course, do your research if you're on the fence about it. So I just prepared the graphics for 1 year ago. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yep, there we go. And that's about it. It's about ready there. There we go. I bought a 4-pack of Galaxy Ripples this week because your review reminded me of how much I like them. What did you think, Andrew? What do you think? I think they're the best form of Galaxy. You could be right there. They seem a bit more luxurious than Flakes and Twirls to me, but without the expensive price tag and of some posher chocolates. Yes, I did the same, Andrew. It's the Chocolo effect. Oh, I'm glad my reviews. Yes, I'm glad they sort of got you back into those. I mean, I must admit, I was the same. I really wasn't expecting it. I really thought that Flake was just going to walk it hands down. I just thought, I'll do the video because it'll be an interesting one to do. But I was so impressed with Ripple. I just couldn't believe it. And you could be onto it there, Andrew, with it being the best. Best form of Galaxy. I mean, I need to review Galaxy again. I mean, I still think I'll really like Galaxy, but I think it's the textures, isn't it? That sort of snap. The way it works together, it's just got a lovely consistency, and like you say, it's not expensive. I almost bought them again the other day. I saw a 4-pack, and I almost bought them again as I was buying about 5 million other chocolate bars to review, and thought I've got to stop. I can't, but but that would be almost unheard of for me to buy something 3 times, because obviously I just got so much chocolate to review. I can't really be reviewing the same things, but or tasting the same things. It's got too much going on, but So very impressed with Ripple. Really nice chocolate bar, and it doesn't feel like it's any smaller than it was either. It probably is, but it doesn't feel like it is. It feels still like a big enough bar. It feels substantial enough. Feel like you get enough with it. No, I like it. I do. I think it's a really good product, that one. Yeah, definitely. It definitely must be in the top 10, if not the top 5 chocs of all time, I think, for sure. Which hopefully I'll get around to doing at some point. Excuse me. So yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, great stuff. And I'm glad you enjoyed it as well, Alan and Andrew. Yeah, so really good stuff. Yeah, as I say, and don't know. I think you're spot on there, Andrew. It just ticks all the boxes for sure. All right, so let's give some memberships. We'll see if anyone new gets them. Tends to give them to quite similar people every time, sort of. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's one of those where I don't mind that as such, because I like it to go to people who will take advantage of it, which presumably is some factor in it. But of course, it's nice to see new people get them as well. But we'll see. So 3, 2, 1. Let's gift. All right, let's have a look. Let's see who's going to get them. Who's going to get them? All right, let's have a look. Okay, we've got Dubbo, Khaleesi B from Game of Thrones. Andy's edits again, there we go, and Skywalker. I mean, Andy's edits and Skywalker, goodness me. I mean, Andy will be at the gym now, Andy, so yeah, if you're having a release when he's watching anyway, so hope you're having a good one, Andy. Skywalker as well, good to see you, Skywalker again. Kaylin Moodley, though, I think that's a new person, so well done. And Khaleesi B, I'm sure is. Dubbo, I'm not sure, I've had one before. Dubbo, but Andy's edits and Skywalker. Good to see you both back. Goodness me. I don't know how YouTube works it out, but it does... yeah, it's not afraid of giving the same people it again, that's for sure. But as I say, I'm kind of glad it goes to people who want it, and presumably that is a factor in it. It must be. Because I know Andy is a regular on the channel, Skywalker as well, so, so maybe it does a bit of mix and match. So it is one of those. Twirls and flakes are more compact and dry textured, which works in a way, but something about the layers of a ripple is more distinct. And the whole thing is more of an experience. Yeah, it does have a... It's got like a... I wouldn't say it's... Yeah, it's probably the sort of snap of it, isn't it? There's something about it. It just works. Like you say, twirls and flakes are very nice as well in their own way. But, yeah, I don't know. Ripple, yeah. Does work very well. Really does. Yeah. I'm sorry not staying as long this week. Currently doing 100 things at once. Take care, sir, and everyone in the chat. Hopefully you catch you next week in the live stream. Oh, no worries, Shuri. I know it's one of those days, Saturday. I'll do a bit of a poll, I think, to find out if Sundays is better than Saturdays. Because I'm not sure, I'll do a poll and find out. I mean, yeah, interesting one. I mean, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do it on the Sunday, but it'll be interesting to find out, I think, to know. So I might do that. Yeah, so watch out for the poll, everyone. Watch out for that poll. Be a good one to, good one to find out, really. But no worries, Shuri. Hope you have a good. Hope you feel better soon, as I say, and hope. And I'll try and get that review soon for you as well. I'll look forward to hearing what you think when you get hold of it as well. But yeah, but thanks for the tip off as well, Shuri. And have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Fingers crossed. All right, so let's have a look. So 1 year ago, what did I get reviewed? Let's have a look. Yeah, well, speaking of well, maybe not speaking of this, but something that might have semi-reminded me of it. Let's have a look if I can find it. Yeah, Time Out Roundies. Yes, Time Out Roundies. So a product that was a great one back in the day, but Time Out don't exist anymore. I appreciate that. Take care, everyone. Oh, no worries, Shuri, no worries. Yeah, take care of yourself. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend. Yes, Time Out Roundies. Well, I've noticed that the Time Out wafer is just called Time Out now. So they've just totally, yeah, sort of removed timeouts from history now, I think, basically. So, which is a real shame. I don't know why they've done that, really. I really don't know why they've done that. I mean, timeout was a bit... speaking of twirl, that's probably what made me think about it. Because it had a bit of like a twirl sense, didn't it, but with wafer surround. Yeah, so, which was a nice bar. I don't think it's on comparable... Well, I don't know, was it? Yeah, I don't know. Back in the day, I would have compared it with something else on a par of that I liked a lot, like Ripple. So it could be, it'd be an interesting one, that one. The timeout, I'm sure, from memory, would have been in my top 10 bars of all time. I think so anyway. I feel like it would have been. Lovely product, that. Lovely product. But anyway, Timeout Wafer, yeah, missed the point for me. But Timeout Roundy, I quite like this one, It just, it was just quite something about it. It was just a bit like the way Blue Ribbons have something about them as well. So I gave it 4 out of 5. I thought it was very nice. Lovely taste, lots of textures, and it was quite big and substantial as well, which is the other thing. Nothing at all like the Time Out original though, which is the kind of the problem. Didn't really have like a sort of flaky centre, as I say, sort of cabbage twirl sort of going on, and it was just like a wafer centre. But it was so substantial and thick that I quite liked it, really. It was nice. A whole generation will grow up not knowing what Timeout's ever the Timeout's ever had flake chocolate inside. Yeah, this is it. I think they were always just Blue Ribbons. I know, this is it. There was something a bit more about them, wasn't there? It really was. Yeah, it was really nice, really nice. But yeah, these Blue Ribbon ones are just... I mean, they're not terrible or anything, but they're just compared. They're just not on the same level at all. Yeah, you can get Milka Roundies in Europe. Yeah, I think I've seen those. Yeah, I think I've seen... I don't know if I've ever reviewed them. Maybe I did, I can't remember now. But yeah, I have seen them. I remember someone mentioned them at least anyway. Yeah, interesting one. I'd like to get hold of those. Yeah, it's basic. Yeah, basically where just a Mondelez rebrand for the UK, isn't it? Really. At the time at Roundy, yeah, because they were just Roundies, weren't they? And they just rebranded them as Time Out Roundies in the UK. So interesting one. Quite nice, really. They're quite nice. Would I give it a 4.5? I'm close to giving it a 4.5. I'm close to upping it because I do quite like these actually. I think they're just really substantial. So I think I am. I think I am probably against my better judgment. But I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. I do quite like these, even though they're nothing to do with timeouts, really, as far as I'm concerned. But I guess they are nowadays, aren't they? They are similar to the actual timeouts that they do now, what is apparently a timeout. But I do like these a lot. There's just something about them. I don't know. I do like them. They probably 4 out of 5 is probably right, really. But I don't know. I must admit, I do quite like them. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say 4.5 out of 5. But 4 out of 5 is probably right as well, really. It's hard to say without doing them again, but just from the fact I really did enjoy them and they've just got that substance to them, I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt as far as today's concerned. But yeah, one of those where I'd have to probably re-review them to know for sure. I think of that one. It's not a clear-cut one. All right. Now, yes, and these ones, just reviewed the Easter egg of this actually. I've just did it just today, so I'm going to publish that soon. Yes, raspberry ice cream. Can you believe it's 1 year ago? It's been 1 year ago actually. I've still got this from a year ago. It's Terry's chocolate orange. Yes. What's it called? The Easter edition. Don't think they do that this year, but I've still got it. It's still in date as well. I looked to see if I could sell it for £100 on eBay. Yeah, it's still in date. But I can't. There's some guy selling 10 of them, I think, for £30, which is, it's not, unless it's one each, it's £30 each, but I don't think it seems to be 10. Which is really good if that's the case, to be honest with you. For about, still £3 on each. I'm sure you're buying for £1 or £2 or something, but not bad though. Not bad, I would say. But I can't get £100 for it. Is the gist of it so far. I'm not going to sell that, I don't think. But there we go. Yeah, so these ones, I was pretty disappointed with these, to be honest with you. What did I give them? Raspberry Ripple buttons. Let's have a look. I gave them, hopefully this is the right one. Let's see. Yes, 2.5 out of 5 I gave them, basically. I thought they looked lovely. Great patterns and everything. Problem with raspberry flavour, but it doesn't contain any white chocolate. They're not white chocolate, these. It's just that sort of, what's it, confectionery they call it, white confectionery, whatever. And it tastes nothing like Raspberry Ripple either. I mean, quite a bit of a chemically taste as well, but it tastes a bit more like a drumstick lolly is what they tasted like, which is not bad. I quite like those, but it's not what you want from this. And powdery consistency as well. But, I think the 2.5 out of 5 is just the fact that they do taste like a drumstick lolly, and I do quite like those, but I don't know, it just wasn't what you'd expect at all. Raspberry Ripple Milky Bar Butters was 1 year ago. Time has flown. I know. I can't believe it. I can't believe it either, Andrew. I can't believe it. It's gone very quick, hasn't it? Really, that's quick. Madness, really. Hey up me duck. How are you people today? Oh, you remember that, Joe? Well done. Good to see you, Joe. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's still very light outside. Sometimes I comment at this time saying it's dark and things, but it's very bright outside, so definitely getting spring-like. Last time I looked online, someone sent a bar of Tesco Value Chocolate from 2006 for £10,000. I don't think I did take a Tesco Value Chocolate for 2006 for 10,000. I mean, goodness me, that was on eBay. That does sound a bit optimistic, I think. Is Tesco Value Chocolate really that in demand? I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I think even Terry's White Chocolate Orange, let's just say it came from 10 years ago, I think even that would struggle to get £10,000. Never mind Tesco Value Chocolate. Also, about that, I don't think it would taste that great these days, So yeah, I've been so out of date. But yeah, Milky Bar Raspberry Ripple ice cream buttons. Yes, I think the same thing is probably still true. I think it's still probably 2.5 out of 5. I think the fact that it tastes like drumstick lollies are quite nice. I quite like those. But other than that, yeah, they were a bit of a disappointment. They look great though. They do look great, but the powdery consistency, no white chocolate. Just a bit disappointing. Those really, bit of a miss. Those ones, unfortunately. Yeah. So there we go. Let's do that one next. We'll do a brief look there. We'll do the the Aero Melts Neapolitan ice cream as well. Yes, that was a year ago. Can you believe it? Oh, a sunny day, beautiful day in the UK. Yeah, it is. It was really clear. It was really cold last night, actually, Joe. Really cold, because it was such a clear night. But yeah, really clear day today, or at least it was. I think it still is. Although, who knows, might have changed in the past 5 minutes since I looked in the UK. But yeah, it's been lovely. I had a lovely, bright, crisp evening last night. So yeah, definitely getting spring-like. Quite. I like this time of year. What's that with you, Joe? Has it cooled down a bit? Hopefully it has. Fingers crossed. I know there's carnival going on in Brazil at the moment. There's a massive carnival. At least in one city. I don't know if it's all across the country, but I know in one city at least, probably Rio, there's a carnival going on. So yeah, there's a carnivals where you are. All right, yeah, so this one, I was a bit disappointed with this one as well, to be honest with you. I gave this, it looks great again, but I gave it 3 out of 5. I thought the aeromelts were a bit disappointing because they weren't really aero-like. They weren't really fluffy, really, as much as they should be. But very colourful, I thought. You know, nice summer flavours. But the problem is very poor distributions, you know, so you're getting, I think it was like a lot more of one than another. And of course, it's meant to be a sharing pack as well. So if you are sharing this, you're gonna struggle to, you know, you might accidentally give everyone most of the raspberry ones or whatever it is, you know. Yeah, and the only ones that tasted nice I thought were actually the chocolate ones in the end. I thought the white ones weren't white chocolate, it's just white confectionery, and the raspberry ones, or strawberry ones, sorry, I think it's strawberry, isn't it? Weren't strawberry, they were just, well, you know, they were basically weren't white chocolate either, they were just the white ones that flavoured strawberry and coloured strawberry, or coloured pink. You know, so it's just a bit disappointing, really. And I actually found that the chocolate ones were just the nicer ones. You know, they were just nicer, and you know, because you got the other ones, and you kind of wanted the chocolate ones, really. So I think probably was three too much. You know, I think this one might be a 2.5 as well. You know, I think it might be a 2.5 as well. I'm going to mark this one down. Yeah, 2.5 out of 5. I thought that was just a bit disappointing. This one, really. I wasn't too happy. They look great, but I just thought they just didn't taste very good. Tasted a bit artificial as well. Just not too great. White confection has no place in the Milky Bar product. A bit of a cheapskate of Netley to do that, really. I don't like the pivot towards white coatings when they do so much nice white chocolate. I know this is it. At least an Easter egg one they've done this year. At least the Easter egg itself is white chocolate in the Raspberry Ripple one. You know, but yeah, I don't know why they've done that, and it's a real shame. Although the white chocolate, as you mentioned, Andrew, is it as good as it used to be? Now they've changed the dairy milk, the Milky Bar recipe. You know, I don't know if it's always Milky Bar recipe they use for their white chocolate, but yeah, so I don't know, bit of a shame, really, bit of a shame. But yeah, but as you say, even though it's still good white chocolate, it's still nice. There's no reason for them all to do this white confectionery stuff. It's real shame, you know. Yeah, I don't know why they do it, really. Don't know why they do it, and they've done it in this case as well, and it really detracted from it, so for sure. Bit of a shame, that one. Good, let's say good ideas, these products, and they look very nice. Neapolitan ice cream, raspberry ice cream, did a lot of that, say, the ice cream flavours, and I can't believe it was a year ago. But yeah, just very disappointing, really, you know. All right, believe it or not, we're almost at the end now. I think we've only got one more to do, I think. Have we got one more to do? Yes, we have. Last one for today, so sometimes our time just goes by quite quickly, doesn't it? But let's have a see. If I can find the last thing, the arrow to remove, which there it is. Another picture as well. Okay, so the last one for today. I saw a bit of a glimpse at it, but they've re-released this one. This was a year ago as well, but they've done it again. Yes, it's the Domino's, cream egg cookie. Maybe that was a year ago. Can you believe it? 1 year ago already as well. But it makes sense, doesn't it? Because it was a year ago. This is the last Easter, of course. This is controversial, but I actually don't mind those Neapolitan melts. They tasted cheap, but there was something I found addictive about it. More like sweets than chocolate. Yeah, well, this is it. Probably, if you go into it like that, yeah, it probably is a bit more like that. You know, I mean, not terrible. I mean, of course, you know, the average chocolate product's a 3 out of 5 for me, and I gave this 3 out of 5 at the time. You know, and this chocolate is still nice. I just felt that it wasn't really, you know, up to what I was expecting from it. But, you know, as I say, there is something, if you can just get past, if you like those sort of flavours and it works for you, then you're going to, you know, it sounds obvious, but, you know, I think that's half the battle, really. But if they come across as a bit not quite right, then it is going to be a bit of a lower mark, and that's basically how it was for me, really. I didn't mind the milk chocolate part, but the flavourings, I just found them just not quite right for me. But you know, yeah, as I say, one of those, and there's something about the novelty of it. There is something about that, even though obviously it's still around after a year. But you know, yeah, so I can understand it. Supposed to have 34 degrees tomorrow, so no trace of fall yet. Yeah, see, goodness me, that's still very warm. That's basically peak summer weather for us, Joe. I mean, I think I mentioned it to you before. Well, peak summer weather for us is 24 degrees, never mind 34. You know, yeah, 34 for us would be a ridiculously hot heat wave. So 24 for us is a hot summer day. So, don't know how you cope with it. Oh. Milky Bar's as good as it used to be. There's no palm on it anymore, which is good, but it's not quite as good as it was with the old recipe, and the bar is too thin. Yeah, I can't believe how much they're charging for it as well, Andrew. Like, that thin bar, I'm sure, I mean, maybe it's a bit small, but I'm sure that thin bar was like 10, 20p. It was like a chomp, you know, that sort of thing when I was younger. It might have been a bit more expensive, but you know, it was that kind of thing. But now they're charging full price for like 80p or something. I can't believe it. Like a Curly Whirly type bar, you know, that was like 20p or something. I don't know what they are now, but 15, 10, 12, 10, 15, 20p, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so I can't believe they're charging so much. Mind you, that's, and I'm talking about the thin, you know, the thin single bar, not the segmented bar. But yeah, the thinner bar generally is still expensive, but at least it's a segmented one. I think if they still do that one, and they've not replaced it. But yeah, don't know what's, yeah, don't know. I might have reviewed it again. I can't remember. It might be in the backlog. I'll have to check. Got so much in the backlog that I've reviewed, and my ones that you know, ready to be edited. You know. But yeah, the Domino's. Yes, cream egg cookies. I know Rick probably like this one. I gave this. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. Basically, I gave this one. I thought it was really good because the cookies provided a nice way of eating it. You know, because it's very gooey and horrible. Got it all melting all over you. And the thing's ridiculously gooey, so it does achieve that. And while it's a fun, novel experience and things like this, my problem with it was the novelty you get over it quite quickly, and the cream eggs just don't taste as nice melted like this, because you don't get that sort of solid outer egg, of course, because it's all melted. And the sort of like it's quite thick and it has a substantial crack to it when you bite into it, and then you get the sort of soft inside, and you lose that experience really. You know, so it's just a lot nicer to have when it's cooler room temperature, or even in the fridge. I think what I did after this, I think I just left it out either in the fridge or let it cool, and it was just nicer once it had cooled down. You know, it was just a nicer product. You know, so it's a good gimmick, but it's you know, I think the gimmick is what gives it the half mark. I think for me, generally, a 3 out of 5 is just a nice experience, a nice product, but nothing special. And this, you know, is a nice product, but nothing special. But the gimmick of it being a bit hot, it does add something to it, a bit of excitement. Let's say the candy bar called Milky Way in the 90s, blue packaging, and very soft. Yeah, they still have it here, Chad. They still have it here. They went from blue to white, and he changed it basically the middle. The middle used to be like a light brown colour, and then he changed it to like a whitey cream colour. And then he rebranded. Then he released one called Flight Bars, which was basically the old Milky Way with the brown colour, and then they've disappeared now. But Milky Way's still nice, yes. Yeah, so there we go. Milky Bar. I think you might be right with Milky Way, you know, Joe. I think Milky Bar's white chocolate, basically. Maybe not, because you have the Gallic, don't you? The Gallic one, so maybe not. But there was a Milky Way one in the UK with blue packaging, and then it had a fluffy centre, soft centre. So maybe that was the same thing. Yeah, but Milky Bar for us is the white chocolate. I think you call it. Have Gallic, don't you? I think it is. Oh no, is that just Nestle Gallic? I can't remember. I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah, Milky Bar for us is just a block of white chocolate, but Milky Way was like the milk chocolate with a fluffy centre in it. Yeah. I think it's made by Mars, actually, to be honest with you. Don't think it was made by Nestle in the UK. So interesting on that one. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, don't know if it was the same thing then. But yeah, in the UK it used to be blue. Yeah, but they changed it to white for some reason. Don't know why. All right, well, this one, I think probably the same. You know, it's coming out again now. I'll probably have to do, might do the short of this one. Basically, Domino's have re-released this this year. So, you know, 3 out of 5, so probably do the short of it. But there we go. Yeah, there we are. Milky Way is made by Mars. Yes, there we go. Yes, and I think in America, their Milky Way is our Mars bar. Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's a good point. It is. You're right. Nestle Gallic is European Milky Bar since they changed the UK recipe. Not the same as Gallic, including the flat shape. Yes, I think Jows have mentioned Gallic before as well, so I think they do have it in South America as well, I believe, unless I'm misremembering that, from what Jows said anyway. But yeah, you're right. Milky Way in the US is our Mars bar, so it has that. So it does have a fluffy sense, so it could be the same thing. Yeah, it could be what Jows thinking of. Interesting. Mind you, as I say, it's saying Nestle, so I don't know. Yeah, so would be maybe Nestle just copied it, but or Jows misremembering it is Mars. I'm not sure really, but. Yeah, or Milky Way, right? That Milky Way Mars bar anyway. But interesting, that one. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, strange, isn't it? I thought Mars bar would be a thing in the US. I thought that was so American sounding, especially with all the adverts used to have back in the day and things. I was really surprised that it wasn't a US product. Really surprised by that. You know, I really thought it was the most US one of the lot. I thought out of Twix, you know, Snickers, and well, it used to be Marathon Snickers, but you know. Mars and I guess Milky Way if you're looking at celebrations and things. But yeah, interesting. Especially when the company's called Mars as well. So it's very odd, isn't it? I don't know. Strange, that one. Very strange. Well, there we go. Alright guys, well that brings us to the end of there. Yeah, look back, episode 60. Yeah, 60, goodness me. So yes, very nearly getting on with near 70, 4 score and 10. But yes, there we go. So yeah, there we are. So I'll have to do a short. I'll do a poll to say which of these from 1 year ago should do a short of. Either as it will either be the Milky Bar Raspberry Ripple Buttons, Cadbury Tight Roundy, Aaron Melts Neapolitan, or the Domino's cream egg cookies. Yeah, so it'll be an interesting one. That could be a close one, I think. So it'll be an interesting one to see. So I'll put that up soon. And I'll put a link in the description of all the of where to see the full reviews of all these as well. We'll do that shortly. It's not there now, but it will be. Yeah, so we enjoyed that. It's good to chat to you all as well again. Good to see you, Joe. Good to see you, Andrew. Now, of course, from before, and Shuri as well. Shuri's gone off now, a bit busy. And of course, Scotty also in Wales, doing some Welsh stuff. But yes, there we go. Yeah, it's good to see you all, as I say. So I'll just turn off the lights. Let's see. Let's have a look. There we go. It just takes a bit of time for me to find the... do it in a random order, of course. Could do it probably in the right order, but I'm not. Let's have, we've got 2 more to do. Can we find it? Can we find it? There's one. And last one somewhere. There we go. And then the 2 at the bottom. There we are. There we go. There we go. Okay, if it's online, you can get Mars bars in America, but they're called Milky Ways. Yes. Oh, yes. Isn't that what you said, Andrew? I think that's what you said a second ago, isn't it? Yeah. And Milky Ways are in America called Three Musketeers. Ah, okay. Right, I didn't know that one. Three Musketeers, eh? Right. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know they were called Three Musketeers, so I remember that. I knew they did that bar, but I didn't know that was Milky Way. That's a very interesting one, that one, isn't it? Well, it's strange how they've done that, but probably shooting themselves in the foot now that they can't, get the package, get the sort of branding the same across the 2 countries. Although maybe it doesn't matter. But a lot of the time, like as I say, with Opal Fruits becoming Starburst, with Snickers, Marathon becoming Snickers, they try to get things all on the same level, don't they? Really, there's a few things as well, like I guess Galaxy's called Dove, mainly in Europe, isn't it? And yeah. I know there's some other things as well, some other products that weren't chocolate ones that they've consolidated and made the same names. But an interesting one. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. I'll keep that in mind. Three Musketeers. Maybe I'll do a comparison one day, US and UK product comparison. Maybe I'll try that. That'd be a good one to do, actually. I'll look into that. That'd be a good one, actually, that. All right, guys. Well, great to chat to you all again. Yes, congratulations to those who won a membership. Keep an eye out for the exclusive content there. Dubbo, great to see you, Dubbo. And Kelly CB. Yeah, goodness me. Yes, wonder if Queen of the Dragons, perhaps. Andy's edits as well. Hope you're doing okay, Andy. And you're probably at the gym, as I say. And Skywalker as well. Well done, Skywalker, again. And Kaylin Moodley. I think Kaylin might have had one before. I'm not sure. Could be wrong. But yeah, Kaylin, good to see you as well, either way. And congratulations to all 5 of you. And yeah, well, hope you have a good weekend, everyone. Hope you have a nice time. Interesting, but if you tap Milky Bar Brazil, you get type in. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It's an extinct product. Let's just try that one. Milky Bar Brazil. Let's see. Milky Bar Brazil. Let's have a look. Okay. Interesting. Have a look. So I'm just looking at it now. I can't. So I can find. Maybe I spell Brazil with an S as well. Maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can't find some strange advertising anthropomorphic characters going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yes, interesting one. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't. It does look to be like the Milky Way from just looking at it. The size of it and stuff like that. But yeah, an interesting one. It's weird these names confuse. Yeah, I know it is a strange one. I don't know why they can't keep it the same. It is an odd one. But yeah. Have a great weekend, everyone. You too, Alan. Have a great one. Let me know how your Easter action gets on and stuff like that. It'd be interesting to see. Yes, nice to know what you get as well. Now, so I'll start publishing Easter eggs soon. Got loads of yeah, I've done a lot of them now. I need to start getting them published really. So that's on the cards. In 2030, you'll be excited to talk about all these Easter eggs we have this year and 5-year look back. Hopefully, you'll give the Morrison's loaded egg 5 stars. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I can't see myself, going back on that. Yeah, I can't. But yeah, 5 years, that'll come very quickly, won't it? Goodness me, Andrew. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be, we'll be having this conversation now. It'll be interesting. You have to remember this, Andrew. Yeah. Happy March, everyone. Yeah, happy March, everyone. Yes, enjoy it. Welcome to spring in the UK, of course, and the Northern Hemisphere, I guess, pretty much. And hopefully, I guess in the Southern Hemisphere, I guess it'll be a bit cooler for you now. So hopefully you'll enjoy that coolness. And yeah, and enjoy autumn. Yeah, enjoy autumn. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for all the chats. Great to see you. Thanks for all the support as well. Really is appreciated. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, and watch out for the polls as well, as I say, for the next short to do, and also whether you prefer Saturday or Sunday as well. Let me know, and be interesting. Like I say, I can't guarantee I'll do Sundays or anything, but if you prefer it, I can have a think about it and try and have a look into that. So we'll see. But yeah, take care, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Alan. And thanks everyone else who's watching, Shuri, and of course Scotty, and everyone else who's watching as well. Thank you so much for your support and lovely chats. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.